Well, there's been plenty happening with my meat ant colony, Opal and the Scavenger Gems. As you can see here, plenty of new workers are ready to animate and to join this amazing colony. Beautiful colony, really happy with how it's going. So let's have a look at this colony because it's been a little while. This is video number 20 in the series of looking at my meat ant colony. So sit back and enjoy. So if you haven't watched one of the videos recently, this is the setup for my meat ant colony. So I've got two nests and an outworld here. In my last video I mentioned that they're in a need for a new outworld, and I'm currently working on that. As you can see, it's quite busy out here, a little bit of a mess. I like to give them plenty of room. If you look at any of my colonies, I like to give them plenty of room to explore and make it a little bit interesting for them. As you can see here, very hungry colony, and they are growing very well at the moment. So their two nests will certainly need an upgrade there shortly as well. So that's really nice to see with a colony growth that's happening. I've just killed a cricket here and given it to them just to add a little bit of protein to their diet. As you can see here in the corners of this outworld, that's where they like to dump their rubbish. So I've got some leftover mealworms. I gave them a little bit of chicken the other day. So yes, they definitely like to eat and always dump it in the right areas. Keeping the water up to them is quite important. I find that their nest does not need to be hydrated very often, but they certainly do need that water available to them in their outworld. Well, let's have a look inside one of the nests. So this is the Ants Canada nest that I have, the hybrid mini. We can see here that they're filling it nicely, but there's still a bit of room there to go. So they've probably got a little bit of time before they need to expand into a new nest, but that's definitely something that I'm looking at doing shortly. Here we can see Queen Opal, and in there we can see what a pile of eggs that she has there. Isn't it beautiful just to see? She is continually laying, and we'll see in a minute where that's all going. So plenty of larvae, plenty of eggs, fantastic. Very good sign of a healthy colony and a nice healthy queen as well, and her abdomen is quite swollen, so that's fantastic. The constant caring that the workers do is really amazing just to watch, and you can spend quite a bit of time just watching them go about their daily duties, which is just amazing to see the inner workings of a nest. And these meat ants are known to grow quite quickly, not as quickly as you might have some of the other Iridomyrmex species like your big Nellies, trail ants, those sorts of things. These are obviously a larger species of Iridomyrmex, but they still grow nice and quickly. Here we can see a couple of workers with the trophallaxis as well, and you really get to see their mandibles there, how sharp they are on those edges, and you'll know about it if they grip onto you. You can definitely feel it. Well, in the outworld they are getting stuck into that cricket and loving that sugar water that I've supplied for them in their dish as well. I find a little bit easier here than a liquid feeder for them, just to feed them, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Now let's have a look inside the Ants acrylic nest that I have connected, and here we can see it is very full of workers, and also the larvae, pupae, ready to animate and to come alive. So let's grab that macro lens and have a closer look at what's going on in here. There we go, look at that, beautiful. You can see the black dots, the eyes on their heads. There's plenty there, big pile there. And we can see here's one that's animated coming up, and it's got a little bit of stuff stuck on it. I wonder what that is. Interesting. In fact, there's a couple that I've noticed in this colony that have that. So you can see here a little bit of a rubbish sort of pile. I don't like to see rubbish piles in my nests, but hopefully they'll take that out shortly. So plenty of workers, very busy in here. We can see those pale ones, those ones that haven't turned into that deep reddy purple colour. You can see those ones have only just recently animated, for want of a better word, about them coming alive basically from that form. So this species does not make cocoons at all. The egg to larvae to pupae, and then they animate from there. Fascinating to see them ready and waiting just to come alive and harden up in colour. There we go, one just lying down there, recently animated as well. And look here, we've got several ones that have just woken up, just busy cleaning themselves. they'll be ready to go to work shortly. It's really amazing to be able to see this. So many workers are animating and coming alive in this colony, which is fantastic to see. Really happy with the progress. So there's a bit of an overview of how this colony is going. In the next video, I hope to have the outworld ready to go for you. I'll have a bit of a build video on that one in the next update on this colony, which will be video 21. So the new outworld for them, and hopefully in the next sort of month or so I'll drop that video for you to watch. Got some other videos to come in the meantime though, but really nice to be able to see a good healthy colony progressing beautifully. So I hope you've enjoyed a look at Opal and the Scavenger Gems. For as little as $1 a month, you can support the channel and you'll get early access to videos, behind the scenes information, and plenty of other perks on different levels as well. So I really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Well, I cannot thank my Patreons enough. They really make this possible for me, and their support is so appreciated. So thank you Medical Carcass 9, Hugh Janis, Gordon C, Ant Nation, and Nicholas Strano. Well, if you've watched this far, you might as well hit that subscribe button. We're nearly at 4,000 subscribers. There's a video recommended for you that you might enjoy, and there's one I've picked that I think you might really like to watch as well. Thanks for watching, and happy ant keeping.